It is August the 4th in the year 2018, and I'm doing a little experiment here to answer this question that you see on the screen. Now what the question means is, if something that could burn gasoline was inside the gasoline and it wasn't just lighting the fumes from the gasoline, would gasoline ignite? That will become plainer as the experiment goes on. Here is a little test tin that I made, and you can see that there is a couple of alligator clips and a piece of foil stretched across them, and I'm going to ignite these as a kind of a control. There's nothing in the tin except some plaster that I formed in there, and you can see the foil that's going to burn very closely, hopefully clearly. There it is. And I'm going to do that in just 3 seconds. And here we go on 3, 2, 1. There it is. So that's what will happen later on in the testing. So then eventually we're going to completely immerse the whole thing in gasoline and see if it'll ignite when the lighted element is inside, immersed in the gasoline. Okay, so that will be the final test. But first we'll put a little bit of gasoline in a small concave part that I have there, and we'll do the same thing we just did and show that it will ignite the fumes. Of course we all know it will, but we'll do it anyway as a control. Coming back to that next. Okay, we have some foil down across the wallboard compound so that the gasoline doesn't soak into it, and there's a small indentation there that's holding a certain amount, about a half a teaspoon of gas. You can see it swishing there a little bit, and the filament is in place right there. So we're going to arc that and see if the fumes ignite, and I'm ready to stop the ignition with another one of these plates. And we're going to do that, hopefully. If it's fuming right now, well, we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Okay, that's proof that it will ignite. The gasoline will ignite, and I don't think we have a filament left. No, it burned away, but the gasoline stopped burning when I covered it, of course. And I'm going to completely immerse the 2 alligator clips and the filament under the gasoline, so that when I ignite the element, as you just saw, it'll be underneath the gasoline, no fumes involved. The gas itself will have to ignite, and we'll see if that actually happens. And that's the third and last part of this experiment. The first 2 were controlled to show that it would work, and now we'll go outside and put gasoline, pour gasoline into this container up beyond the level of these 2 alligator clips and the filament, and we'll see if the gas can ignite that way. Got it? Okay, so keep watching, and here comes the last part of it. Okay, we're all hooked up and ready for ignition. The filament there that's going to ignite is in place, and we're going to pour the gasoline into the container. Clearly the level of the gas is well above the ignition source. I'm ready to put it out if it ignites. Got my container here to put it out with, and here goes in 3, 2, 1. It's boiling, but it has not ignited. We could potentially boil the gasoline there. The wires are burning, so I'm going to stop it. And my wires from the battery are starting to smoke, but it did not ignite. So there you have it. Okay, one final bonus test. It has been said that a lit cigarette will be put out in gasoline if you dip it right in. Let's see if that's true. I'm ready for anything here. And here it goes. A lit cigarette into gasoline. 1, 2, 3. Put it right out. There's the proof. So, my good friend Les Reed was exactly right. The gasoline itself will not catch fire. Okay? And a lit cigarette thrust into the gasoline, goes out, does not set it on fire. I suppose we could prove the gasoline right now by setting it on fire on purpose. And that would be a final thing to do. And I guess we might as well go ahead and do that. We'll bring a flame over to it. And there it is. And as you can see, it's good gas. And putting it out. Oh, that gasoline definitely wants to burn, that's for sure. There, it finally went out. So as you can see, the gasoline is good, and it is true that a lit cigarette can be put out by gasoline, that an element that's designed to ignite, as you had seen in the earlier part of the video, which should have lit the gasoline, did not. When it's immersed in the gasoline, it can only ignite the fumes. And the last test there, when I actually did use a typical igniter to set it, it went perfectly, proving the gasoline itself. And that is the end of the experiment. And what have we learned? We've learned that gasoline in and of itself is not flammable in the common sense of the word. It must be the fumes that ignite in order to make the gasoline burn, and not the gasoline itself. Proof positive. Thank you for watching. This is a service done by Varietal Video for all of you, in case you didn't know this. Hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you. Bye-bye.